The only thing that's stopping you from being your ideal self is the ease of the activities that need to get you there. Your ideal version of you does the things that you need to do, like breathing. Look, bro, the version of you that's jacked, he goes to the gym 3 to 4 days a week like it's breathing. You need to force yourself to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. The version of you that's 10% body fat, he does cardio like it's breathing. He just does it by default. You have to force yourself to do 30 minutes of cardio after each gym session. Look, I know that if I want to become famous on YouTube or to get any sort of success out of this, that I need to upload at least once every week, or even more than that. And the only reason I haven't made it so far is because I'm not consistent. And I see that in myself, and I know it's a fault. The only reason that you're not jacked is that yourself right now, it isn't what your jacked self would do. You see, we all have this ideal version of ourselves. Either your ideal self is more successful in business, in their social life, in their mental health, or their physical health. You see, you just need to embody the activities that your ideal self would do. And it's easy to get ahead of most people because they're not doing that. I feel like everyone has this knowledge, this innate power to know what they need to do right now, especially people that are driven by goals such as us, or people that are working on themselves. And I know you know what you need to do. If you want to get jacked, you should start going to the gym more. You should not miss a day. If you want to get good at business, you should make that product. You should make that service, or you should get a job. You should do the things that you need to do to get the level of income that you want, to get the physique you want. If you want to get good with people, you need to start talking to people. Get out of your comfort zone and just talk to random people, maybe on a walk somewhere or at the gym. The only thing stopping you from being your ideal self is the fact that you're not taking action. And you got to realize that everything in life is a numbers game. If I told you that after the next 10 workouts, you would look like Chris Bumstead, how excited would you be to knock those 10 workouts out of the way? If I told you that the next 10 girls will reject you, but the 11th one you ask out will be your wife, 10 out of 10, beautiful. How excited would you be to get rejected by those 10 girls? You would just be flying through them. You see, you need to have this mentality that the next one is going to be great. The next workout, you're going to look amazing. The next girl that you ask out is going to be your wife. And even if when it doesn't happen, you need to have that delusion. Why would you be realistic? I had this conversation the other day with a friend of mine where he says that everyone says to be realistic, but he says to be delusional. And I thought that really resonated with me, because why would you want to be realistic but sad when you could be delusional but happy? You need to have an unwavering belief in yourself that you are going to make it in whatever field that you need to make it in. I have an unwavering belief in myself that I will eventually become rich. Do you have an unwavering belief in yourself that you'll become ripped, jacked, rich, healthy, happy? Why would you not want to delude yourself into thinking that you can achieve these things? Everyone's heard the saying, ignorance is bliss. People who are so dumb that they don't even know how dumb they are. But they're happier than you. There's probably someone out there who is stupider than you that is getting the results that you want, because they don't sit and overthink every day and think about how realistic things are or how unrealistic things are. They just do the actions required to achieve the goal because they're not smart enough to think about it. So if you're watching this video and you're stuck, you're thinking about what to do. You want to open that business, you want to start that YouTube channel, or you want to go to the gym and finally get a good physique. Just start and do the actions that you think that you need to do to get that physique. Do the exercises, even if it could be wrong, even if you could have wrong form. Eat the way you think you're supposed to eat and make mistakes along the way. But as long as you're putting some action towards achieving that goal, you're doing better than the version of you that sits there and overthinks and doesn't do anything. Look, bro, you have so much potential. And I don't know who's watching this video, but I hope you can feel the energy coming off me. You need to be that level of delusional. You need to be that level of confident in yourself, because no one is going to come and give you that confidence. No one's going to come into your life and convince you that you're going to achieve these things or give you the path to achieve these things. You need to do it yourself. And I'm putting this video out there as a reminder to myself as well, to come back and watch this. Whenever you feel unmotivated, you feel lazy, come back to this video and just turn your brain off and do the thing. Just do the thing. And I know there's such a high level of resistance. I haven't uploaded a video in 10 days because, it could be more than that now actually, but because I felt this such massive resistance to making a video. I thought I wasn't good enough yet to speak my words into the camera. I thought I couldn't make a video worth watching yet, so there was no point of doing it. And that mentality is just so dumb, but I had it anyway. And I understand that there's resistance when you're trying to achieve a goal. I understand that more than anyone. Like, look at this video. It's probably 2 weeks late now, and I've edited it and I've uploaded it, and you can hear me. I'm still stuttering over my words, but I'm going to put this out there anyway. You need to do the thing, even if it's not as perfect as you envisioned, because perfectionists never get anything done. Everyone who was an expert at something was once someone who was terrible at it. They had their beginning sessions, they were terrible at something. Even me, I would say I'm relatively jacked now, but at the beginning, I was skinny fat, and I'll put a picture up now of what I looked like when I was a year into training. I looked atrocious, but I eventually made it, and I look better now. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say, but just do the thing. Because there's someone out there who is way dumber than you. Someone out there who doesn't have the thinking capacity that you have, that has more success than you because they just put themselves out there and did the thing. They weren't afraid to be cringe. They weren't afraid to talk to people. They weren't afraid to put their hand up in class and answer wrong because they didn't have that foresight of potentially making a mistake. And it's the curse of being an overthinker, being someone who is capable of looking at something and thinking it all the way through. That holds us back from becoming what we were meant to be. So just turn your brain off and do the thing that you were supposed to do to get to the end goal. Don't think about it. Don't think about the specifics. Just turn the camera on, record, and put it together in editing software and upload it. Just do the steps that you need to do to get where you want to go. If you're new around here, my name's Lahiru, and I make self-improvement content for someone who was like me when I was younger. And this video is specifically targeted to my younger self because I know that I would overthink and I wouldn't start that thing or do the thing that gets me to where I want to go. But hopefully you can learn from my mistake. I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe because I'm really trying to make this a thing. I want to spread my knowledge as far as it can go. And if you benefited from it, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. All right. Just remember that there's something great around the corner if we would just choose to believe it's there. And that's exactly what this video is talking about. Choose to believe that your next workout, you'll look amazing, even if you don't. Choose to believe that the next girl that you will ask out will be your wife. It's always around the corner. If you would just choose to believe it's there. And it gives you so much life. It inspires you so much if you choose to think this way, if you choose to be that delusional. I can't express how much it's improved my life and how much that it could improve yours. All right. See ya.